Bom dia, good morning. David Paul here. I'm back in Portugal. I'm taking a little walk. I have a lot of food, but I can't cook it because I don't have my pots and pans in my stove, which is at Keith's house. So somebody's got to come and let me in and bring the stuff down here. Now I'll be able to have some food. But Portugal is beautiful at the minute. Look at all this green. The peace of this place is unbelievable. My beautiful valley. There's my house there. And what I was primarily wanting to show you is, look at this. This is where I live, you know. For 3 months I'm going to be living here. And then I'm going to apply for my D7 visa. And if I don't get it, I'm still going to be living here, because Brexit allows 6 months here. It's just I'm going to have to break it into 2, and I'm going to have to suck it up. But anyway, eu falo português agora. Speak Portuguese now, so it's working just great. This here is, I've probably had it on other videos before. This is a lavada, and it runs down under this ground here. It appears to be running uphill, but it isn't. It runs down. The hill goes up, but the stream goes down. Then it emerges in front of my house, and it is flowing thick and fast at the minute because it's cool climate. A little bit of rain last night, and this is beautiful, drinkable water. I've been assured by the locals, no problem. In fact, the guy stood there, scooped up a cup, some old guy, and drank it in front of me. So now that's another thing I just don't have to do, because I don't have to be hauling water up. I think I was silly last year. I was hauling water up and I really didn't need to. From Venda dos Mainos, there's a sort of faucet thing in the centre of the town. It's required by law, though our village doesn't. Ours is broken. I wish they would fix that, but never mind. Anyway, we have the lavada, and I just don't care about anything. Life is good, you know. I'm going to make a video of the house in a minute. And talk about concerns I can sense my family have, and they're ill-founded because they don't see what I see. So let's take a little bit of walk further on, and in fact, actually I might go down into my woodland. It's like my woods in a sense, because nobody ever goes here. It's only me takes a walk down here. Or if anybody else ever does, I've never seen anyone. It's crazy. It's just so, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, living in Oregon or something like that. Now here is where I fell down that ravine there and nearly killed myself on my very first visit to the house, and it was in September, and it was cold, like it is now, but you fall in there and you get hypothermia, and it's not good. So anyway, that was me, and I survived, and I learned a lot of lessons. Portugal can kill you, but she doesn't want to, but Alaska does, and that's that. So there appears to be a bit of a level to that land there. I wonder if that's a pathway. Oh no, it's the lavada. It's the line of the lavada. The lavada, that lavada I just showed you there, runs down there. I think you can walk up the lavada. I'll make a video of that. Look at all this greenery. Often you see moss. Oh, there it is. Lichens and stuff growing on. Oh, there it is. Look. It's kind of like a Spanish moss type stuff, and sometimes it's really big and fluffy. and it doesn't die down, but it sort of goes dormant in the summertime, and then in these cool times of the year it's out. But you cannot imagine how fresh the air is here. Honestly, I don't know, it's like breathing champagne or something. If you're an asthmatic, come and move here. Oh, there's an old power line or whatever it is. I don't know what. I think it's an old telephone up, maybe a power line. I don't know. But anyway, I noticed it succumbed last year. I want nothing to do with this. I want nothing to do with utilities and power lines and anything that. I don't want anything where somebody wants to give me a bill. People just embrace bills. They love paying bills. Constantly looking for something that's going to be an expense to them. Buy unnecessarily complicated and expensive cars. Live in unnecessarily big houses. Connect up to expensive utilities. Live in areas where people are chewing on at them because of residence fees that they have to pay, maintenance fees for this, that and the other. Uncomplicate your life. Be like the Amish and have a life where you can maintain things. If something breaks, you can fix it, because probably in the first place you even made it. There's so much stuff you can make yourself. You can't make, well, that's not actually true. I was going to say you can't make your own computer, but you can assemble parts and stuff that people did in the past. But now, you know, there are still lots of things you can build yourself. Heating systems, wood fire stoves, thermal mass heaters. Now, what's interesting here is I see on the other side there, over there, I wonder if I can focus in on that. There's some timber and there's a tree there which is either fallen or been felled and left to rot, and I don't think anybody's going to object to me going and picking that up. It could be a useful log, and you know, if I had the patience I could do everything here. Just simply, let's contract the world down a bit. Try and get everything in. Right. That's it. Yeah, if I have the patience I can just pick the logs up one at a time. Oh, look at this, man. Just left. What's happened here? Well, yeah, this is a fallen tree. And what's the matter with this fallen tree is it's too damn short. Damn it, man. That's it. Oh, man. I wonder. That, that is a log that I might be able to cut it right at the root system there, and it'll drop down, and then butcher it up so that I can get it home. And if I get that home, it might be a log that I can just span one of the short distances I have on the between the beams on my upper floor. So that'll grant me 2 feet of flooring. I think that's a yes. That's definitely go for it, son. It has a bend to it in one direction. When trees start out, they usually grow with see the kink in that. So they grow with a kink till they establish what direction they're going to go in, and then they grow straight up after that. So this is the worst part of the tree. But buhayan, as I keep saying, life, that's life. Tough, you know, what can you do? So that's a good little windfall, and I can't imagine why anybody would object to me removing that, because it's actually a bit of a hazard sticking out like that. It hasn't been taken down very well. It's just been done in a hurry. Maybe the guys are very busy because they've got to clear stuff. Now there's an entrance here. Ang Pasukan in Tagalog. That's pretty grand, isn't it? But entrance. Pasukan. Entrada in Portuguese. Okay. This entrance is now getting overgrown because the grass is lush. I'm thinking for homesteading, other homesteaders, one of the limitations of this climate is that it's what you call a subtropical climate. It's the definition of a subtropical climate is that you don't get frost, and you can get a little bit of frost here, but it's not. Usually you don't. So these cold conditions, I see in the shops that there are mangoes and there are papaya. Now papaya's not a very tall thing. It's just like a giant Brussels sprout, really. And so you need your tropical climate for that, but you could change the climate of Portugal on a local scale very simply by just having some greenhouses. You just have a greenhouse in your garden, and cloches, and you can grow things like papayas and lots of tropical fruits which you shouldn't be able to grow here. You would be able to do it because it's been done in the UK. In the past, the Victorians used to grow pineapples. So if you can do that in the UK, you can certainly do it in Portugal. Now this is a big problem here because this path is closed. I think I am going to open this path again because that's not very satisfactory. I don't think I'm going to go any further than this, but anyway, there's another one of those logs which is not great, but as I always say, better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. I can do something with that. I'm getting so I'm really lowering my standards, you know. This pine wood, which I don't particularly like. I don't like the ginger look of it as it gets older, but maybe I can do something about that. Dye it or stain it or burn it or something. Anyway, my standards are going down because needs must, you know. And there's the stream which also probably feeds that levada. So levada goes right down into the bottom of I think that would be classified as Venda dos Marinas at the bottom of the hill. And there's loads of like large allotments of land there where people grow their vegetables. That's not for me. I'm having my land, hopefully, next to my house. Now this area of Portugal is a gold has been mined in Portugal, in Goiás. Now in Goiás they had old Roman gold mines, and there have been gold mines in the past, and they're even thinking of opening up again and having a look. But I always wonder, is it possible that there could be gold there? I took a pan down and I had a bit jiggle about, and I found nothing. Because I think if there's gold in them there streams, somebody would have had it by now. And there possibly is. There's possibly like one full stop worth of gold per square mile. But I think it would be a fun activity for kids, so if I get the kids over, I'll have a go. Well, anyway, so my passage is blocked and I'm not going beyond there. It's funny that cable there, that defunct power cable, like nature's really got it in for it, because all the way along its route it's just getting wrecked. Somebody should chop it up and weigh it in. It's full of copper. It's good stuff. Not me. That would be a crime, and I'm not committing crimes in Portugal. I wouldn't even drop a piece of litter, honestly. Model citizen. Nothing is gonna keep me from being allowed to live here. Oh, I could film this forever, but I better not. Right. So, Jesus be with you.